Hello everyone, I'm back home, I'm back from London. I just had the most incredible week for my book launch and it was so surreal and so much fun, and yeah, just incredible that I have a book out, and seeing all of you like share images of it online and stuff is very surreal. And thank you to everyone who's got a copy of the book, and I really appreciate all the support. And also thank you to everyone who came to the 2 events I did. It was a lot of fun meeting everybody and very, I don't know, heartwarming and lovely. So thank you. If you haven't got the book already, I'll leave a link in the description. But today we're going to be decluttering and tidying because it's a new year and I haven't really gotten around to doing lots of tidying or sorting because the new year started at the exact same time that my book launch was happening. So I was kind of busy and thrown straight back into work, and yeah, it's been kind of all over the place. But now I'm back home and I'm not going away for anything book related until February, so that is great, and I get time to just kind of be at home, settle back into work and feel on top of things. I know I mentioned a few times last year that I was just feeling very run down, very all over the place, kind of tired by the amount of work that I was taking on. Because we were doing our house, I was writing a book and I was doing YouTube. So I was really filling my plate far too much, and 2020, one of my New Year's resolutions is to just pare it back and give myself time to do things that make me happy and slow down, because it's so easy to fall into that trap. And even someone who talks about minimalism and calls themselves a minimalist, I can get wrapped up in that world and get wrapped up with working too much, having too much stuff, being overwhelmed, and it's kind of difficult. And I am not one of those minimalists online who always has a perfect life. I'm working towards it, but I'm flawed and I have issues with being a bit of a workaholic and then letting everything kind of be pushed aside. So that is not happening this year, and I'm gonna start by sorting out our office. So our office, we have kind of decorated recently. I know I'm behind in the Reno vlogs, they're coming, I promise you. But we decorated it and then we just put everything in there, and we haven't really sorted it out properly. It's partly due to Alex, because Alex is quite disorganised and not really a minimalist. So he made it a bit of a mess, and then I got stubborn and I was like, I'm not tidying that up, that's your stuff. So today we're gonna actually sort it out a bit together and make it neat in there so that we actually have somewhere to go that's tidy, because it's kind of becoming a dumping ground. So I want to tackle that. I also want to unpack and do a little bit of a sort of wardrobe clear out, and I don't know how much I'm going to do with that, but I just want to sort a little bit in my bedroom so that our bedroom and our office feel nice. And I thought, why not share it with you, because it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, and you've always got to tidy and declutter your house and sort it all out. So now we have a bigger house, it's a lot harder. But anyway, I'm gonna start in here because I've got to unpack. I haven't unpacked yet. I'm so excited to unpack and not have to pack up again for a long time, because I've been packing and going and doing stuff all over Christmas and to London and back, and it's, yeah, I'm such a homebody that it does affect me. Even today, I lay in bed for far too long because I just felt overwhelmed with getting up and doing stuff today, tackling and, you know, getting into work and filming and editing and all that. And that's not how I want to live, because that is sad. But yeah, I'm really trying this year to just, like I said, just pare back, slow down, do the things that make me happy, because I know if I do that, I'll be able to tackle the work so much more efficiently, and I'll be able to just be more on top of things if I take time for myself. So with that said, let's get stuck into unpacking, and it's kind of like a tidy declutter kind of video, so let's go. I was in the Sun newspaper this month. I had a full double-page spread of a review of Roxy. It was a double-page spread review of my beauty and cleaning products from the book. How amazing is that? You can also see it online, I'll link it below if you want to check it out. Amazing. I was also in, well, I am in Cosmopolitan this month, Grazia, Stella Mag with the Telegraph. I was in the Sunday Times and also on Glamour online, and I think I'm going to be in Red Magazine as well. She just went through my legs, that was cute. But yeah, it's been bonkers. My publicist was amazing. Nope. Roxy, you're muddy. She just jumped up on my lovely white sheets. Now she's looking at me like, Mummy, you're so mean. But yeah, very surreal and very exciting at the same time. And I was also on the radio. I was on BBC Radio 2 with Jeremy Vine yesterday, which was actually really fun. You can also listen to that now. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to tidying. Right, so this drawer has been bothering me for a while, and I wasn't going to declutter it because I was like, oh, that would take too long. However, I don't think it will because there's not much in here. It's just got a bit messy because I haven't done it since I put it all in here. But this is just like all of mine and Alex's jewellery, sunglasses, makeup, that kind of thing. Not Alex's makeup, just mine. But a lot of this makeup I actually really don't wear anymore, and I have kept it because I don't know about you, but like I find it very difficult to get through lipsticks before they go off or before they're just old, because it's just a really hard thing. And some of these things, like I kept this Revlon lipstick when I decluttered, literally probably one of my oldest makeup videos where I was decluttering. I'm sure this lipstick made an appearance in there. Here's the mess. Another thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe everything. This has got to be like 5 to 10 years old because I used to wear this at uni. But I just don't wear dark purple lipstick anymore. And as much as I want to keep it to be like, well, one day I might wear dark purple lipstick. Will I? And if I do, can't I just borrow it from somebody or wear a red lipstick instead? And I don't know what to do with it apart from just get rid of it. It's really, really hard. I hate this part of decluttering and minimalism because you just feel wasteful. But you have to just realise that sometimes there are things that you bought in the past that have been wasteful and you can't beat yourself up about it, because the makeup I buy now I do use. So in my book I talk about the 5 different steps of decluttering, and I do this for all the chapters, so there's like really in-depth detailed guides. So if you are interested in like properly decluttering your space, then hopefully the book can help you in that way, because it's kind of all rounded up in one place, so it's really clear. And I'm going to use that kind of now. So the first thing I'm doing is taking everything out, because unless you do that, you really can't see the mess that you've created, and you really can't see like all the stuff you've kept that's just hidden, like all this random stuff in the back. And like, what even is half this stuff? So it's really important that you remove everything first. Also, little low waste hack: if you get any shoe boxes or boxes like this in deliveries, keep them because they're great dividers and drawers. These are just from shoebox lids and they work a treat. So the next step usually is to make piles of yes, no and maybe. However, I'm not going to do that because I kind of know what I'm going to be decluttering, because I've only recently kind of gone through this sort of stuff. So I'm just going to put it straight back in, and in my brain make piles of yes, no and maybe, and speed the process up a little bit. So a part of my job is that I get gifted stuff, and sometimes I get gifted stuff that I'm not going to use, which is a real shame, but there's not much I can do about it. So I was gifted these nails. I went to an event and they gave me a goodie bag and these nails were in there, and they're just not something I'm ever going to use. So I'm going to donate these to charity, and hopefully someone will use them. I have torn them and opened them. I don't know how that happened. Did I look inside? I don't know, but I have opened them, but they are brand new. So I'm going to take those to a charity shop, and some of the stuff I get, like I wouldn't probably have this much makeup. I would probably have, you know, half of this if anything, but I do get sent stuff to try, and that often means that a brand wants to send me a whole range of stuff, which is lovely and it's amazing. However, it does mean that I have a little bit more than I would probably. In an ideal world, I think that I made a video a few years back about my makeup collection. That's probably more like what my makeup collection would be. But I am lucky enough to get these products, and a lot of it is so I can recommend them to you. So just keep that in mind. I probably wouldn't have this much stuff if it was just me buying it. I've had this lipstick for a really long time. It's an Azalique one, and I really like it, but it's completely smushed and broken, and every time I try to use it, it just goes all over the place. So I think I'm gonna have to give this one up. So I'm at the stage now where it looks quite good. I'm really noticing that I have loyalty to certain brands, but also it's just because these are the brands that send me stuff. So I'm very, very lucky, very, very grateful and happy that I get sent these things, but it also means I discover brands that I like, and then I know that I like them, so I stick with them. So mainly this is Body Shop, Bare Minerals and Inika, basically, because I've got mainly Bare Minerals facial stuff, some Body Shop like lipsticks, also Bare Minerals lipsticks, and then Inika mascara, concealer, and then lots of Real Techniques, Bare Minerals and Eco Tools brushes, and that's kind of my makeup collection. I've also got this Body Shop eyeshadow palette, which is the only eyeshadow palette I have. They sent that to me kindly. I don't really use eyeshadow that much, but when I do, this works fine. I do have this. It's a Benecos Natural Beauty bronzing duo, and I use that for bronzer. And I have one of their eyeshadow things. I don't use this though. It's just one eyeshadow pot, and that's just not something I use. So I think I'm gonna put that in a pile of things to give to a friend, because someone else might use that more than I will. But yeah, this is looking much neater. This is what it's looking like. Glasses, sunglasses, mostly Alex's stuff. Lip balms and watches, jewellery, hair stuff. Makeup, brushes, scrunchies, nail varnish, boxes for jewellery, and then these like samples of perfume that I love. And that is it. It's looking so much neater. This Madeleine, again, I'm wondering whether to get rid of this, because I've had this since before I started to switch to cruelty-free beauty, or it just popped up somewhere. It's one of those things that just kind of appeared. So I don't know. I don't really ever use it, but I feel like terrible getting rid of it. But it's like petroleum, so it actually just dries my lips out. So that's gonna go up here, I don't know. But this just looks so much better now. Very happy with that. So before we nip over and start doing the office, I wanted to quickly talk to you about Skillshare, who are sponsoring today's video. So one of my New Year's resolutions in 2020 was to take more time for myself, to slow down, like I mentioned at the start of the video. And this includes developing new skills and getting creative. That's why Skillshare has been so amazing. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. Skillshare offers thousands of inspiring classes for creatives and curious people, from topics such as freelancing, illustration, design, photography. There's so much stuff on there, no matter what it is that you're interested in. If you get membership, then you have access to these thousands of inspiring classes, hands-on projects, as well as feedback from the community of millions. One of the coolest things about Skillshare that I personally love is that it can really easily fit my schedule. I'm always doing different things each day, so if I'm going up on the train to London, I can watch half an hour of the class, or if I'm just taking a break from work, I can sit and watch 10 minutes and dip in and out whenever I have the time. So as you know, I've been renovating the house, we've been decorating, doing lots of hard work, but we're at the point now where we just need to finish the rooms off and make them come alive. I've been really enjoying this class called Style Your Space, Creative Tips and Techniques for Interior Design. It's been really giving me some ideas and tips on how to fill my space and how to match colours and make it really look amazing. I also really love the class Real Productivity, How to Build Habits That Last, because at the end of last year, all of my habits just went out the window. My habits for going to the gym, habits for getting outside, going to bed early, switching my phone off, all of these things that I knew made me feel good were forgotten. So I really wanted to have that boost of inspiration and boost of motivation to stick to my habits and make them last basically for the new year. I also love that Skillshare is actually really affordable if you compare it to in real life classes or workshops. If you get annual membership, it works out less than $10 a month, which is great for anyone and everyone on a budget. So if you want to check Skillshare out, then click the link in the description and you can get 2 months of premium membership to explore your creativity. So with all that said, let's get stuck into the office. Right, so this room is all tidy now, bed made, that dresser all sorted, all the floor nice and clean, and now I can move on to the office. I do need to clean the bedroom still. Sorry, it's really dark, I'm moving from room to room. I do need to clean the bedroom still because it's really dusty and also needs a good old hoover. However, I want to get the office done today, so I'll either clean later and give everything a proper dust and hoover, or I'll clean tomorrow at the weekend or something. But for now, the most important thing is that I just get everything sorted. Hello, little Rohi. This is our little bed next to the bed. Hello. With all her little toys. Well, this is mine. She's stolen this. This is mine. Do you want to come join me in the office and help me out? Yeah? Right, so I'm going to show you something a bit shocking. This room is horrendous, but this is life. I'm a normal person and sometimes this is what happens. So it's ended up being a bit of a dumping ground and that's why it's like this. So just prefacing that before I get going, oh my god, you're disgusting. Okay, so this is what it's looking like in here now. It is an absolute tip. Roxy's considering jumping on the sofa, which has moved into a bed because we put it to a bed when we had friends over and we haven't put it back. She's going to sit on all the cables. Do you want me to move some things away so you can sit down? Or you can get all cozy. Right, so these are basically things that every time there's something office related, I've just come in here and put it there and then been like, I'm leaving. So that's why it's like this. There's stuff from Christmas, like these are presents all here. Like we've got some puzzles, these are all Alex's presents. This is a pile of stuff that I sorted before Christmas and said to Alex, please could you put all that away because I don't know what it is. And it's remained there ever since. Here are some packages and stuff, again from Christmas I think. This is just, I don't know. And then also there are these 3 suitcases which I did actually tidy up and organise and put stuff in. So it's not gonna take that long I think, because it's one of those things, it's just that the things need to be put away. But it needs to be done so badly. One thing that we really need in here is to get some shelves. So there is a shelf guy who we got a shelf from in our bathroom. So today I'm going to measure and I'm going to order those. He's a guy locally who makes shelves from reclaimed wood. So I'm going to order those today so that we can actually have storage. I'm also going to order some folders for all of the officey things we have, because as time goes on and our business grows and accounts, all that kind of stuff, we need more folders because this one set of drawers isn't cutting it. So let's get going. I think the first thing I'm going to do though is the first thing I'm going to do is try and find places for all these things, and then I'm going to empty out this set of drawers because they are chaotic. Also every year after Christmas I keep as many Christmas wrapping as possible. So I got gifted something in this lovely box and I always keep it, and this is going to go up in the attic until next year, and any packages we receive I keep the brown paper to wrap everything up in. So so much better now. I don't know what half these cables are. These are Alex. So when I've finished all this, I'm going to go through and just double check with him that these are actually all cables that are being used. But yeah, it was chaos before and now it's kind of relatively okay. So I have room for other things when I go through the other drawers and sort all of this out. But oh no, I need to figure out how to get them to stay back there. These are all like universal cable plug sockets and stuff. But this shelf is like bowing from the weight, but it's good so far. Also, don't worry when you're doing this kind of thing that there's mess all over the surface you're using, because I don't like, you know, filling these drawers up with these things feeling like I have to. If anything doesn't make sense, I leave it here and I sort it afterwards. So I have these little pins that were gifted to me and they're really cool. So they're like, it's cool to be kind, reduce, recycle, renew, team green, kindness is power. Like, I love them. But I'm not a teenager anymore, so I don't really use pins like this and put them on stuff. So what I do in these situations is I take a photo on my phone and then I post it to a site that I use on Facebook called Crap. It's like community resources and something. But basically I post it on there if there's anything I want to get rid of and don't want to, you know, sell. And usually someone just comes and picks it up. If someone doesn't come and pick it up, I might give it to my sister's fiance's mum. She works in a school, and I might say, do you know anyone in your school who would want these, or would you give these to the kids? Because I obviously don't want these sitting in my drawer, but I'm also not just gonna give them to, you know, throw them out or take them to a charity shop, because sometimes then it means that these things end up in the bin. I try my hardest to make them end up in someone's hand, someone who actually wants them and uses them first and foremost. And it's an easy thing to do, it takes 5 seconds, and usually it works out quite well. I'm be interested to see if anyone picks these up because they're such a small thing, but you never know. Right, I'm here with Alex and we've been going through the drawers. Say hello.
Oh, am I in it? Hello.
Yeah. We've been going through the drawers. I wasn't filming because it's like bills and stuff and I didn't want to accidentally get my address. But we're making progress. There's a lot in the recycling bin and we have cleared out quite a bit, so that's really good. And once we've done the drawers, I can put everything away and it'll be nice and tidy in here. So on to the next bit.
What's that?
Just putting all these bits away.
Oh, okay.
Like, what is this?
That's right, keep all my Nintendo DS games.
What about the little cute thing I gave you? Not good enough, huh?
Yeah, but that's older.
Okay, where do we put this? With the
I have a lot
games?
of games.
Put that over there.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to carry on and we'll show you when we're a bit further along. Right, so this is how the room is looking now. So much better. Ignore the tea and the biscuit on the table and the mess in there, that we're going to recycle that. But yeah, we've come a long way. So all these drawers are organised now. I know it doesn't look organised, but that is very organised. And this is stationery. This is all our important information. This is camera equipment. And then this drawer is all our tax receipts and stuff we need to deal with, which we are going to deal with another day because it's a lot. Yeah, I need to eat this biscuit. This is looking a lot better. Again, we haven't decorated yet, so we need to get round to doing that at some point. And when we do, this will look totally different because it looks so cluttered right now. I hate it. This stuff here, I need to sort, like the stuff that I want to kind of do and remind myself to do, so it's there. Again, all this stuff, we're going to be putting it away nice and neatly. We're going to get like a shelf. That's another thing I need to do. I need to measure.
Yeah.
And get a shelf. So we're going to probably get either 1 or 2 shelves so we can have lots of storage up there. We need to get some folders and stuff. That's there because I'm going to make a pile of all my press cuttings and then get a folder to put them in. And then that's birthday presents for me apparently. And then, as I said, this has stuff in it temporarily, but we're going to organise it when we do get our furniture for the living room. And these are all prints that we're going to hang up in here. And then this is stuff, again, I need to sort out. That. But it's just kind of like this room needs to be decorated now. But it feels so much better. I can come in here now and work and sit. And it's nice and tidy, so that's good. And what a success.
That was really satisfying.
Yeah, now we need to just put some stuff in the attic this evening because we literally haven't put our Christmas decorations under the attic yet because we took them down. I went to London and then came back and then went to London again, so we literally haven't had time. We have had time, but it's been a low priority. Yeah. So yeah, very successful day today. I'm so happy with that. Yay, high five.